On the sun-drenched Iberian Peninsula, stretching across Spain and Portugal, lives a remarkable breed that has been tied to this land for centuries, the Iberico pig. More than livestock, they are a culinary pride, deeply connected to the oak-filled Dehesa woodlands. Raised free-range, feeding on acorns, and tended with care, their meat is tender, marbled like fine stone, rich yet refined, and packed with heart-healthy nutrients. This uniqueness has turned the sturdy black pigs into a true luxury symbol, fueling a billion-dollar industry where a single leg of jamon can fetch thousands of dollars. And it all begins in those humble oak pastures, where nature and tradition come together to craft a legend. The journey of an Iberico pig begins even before its first cry. After 4 months of pregnancy, the mother gives birth to a litter of 8 to 12 healthy piglets. For the first month, they rely entirely on their mother's milk, a golden period that builds immunity and helps them adapt. Once weaned, they're separated into groups and fed protein-rich diets to grow quickly. When strong enough, they're let outdoors to feel the sun and wind, eating both feed and simple vegetables. Once fully grown, the pigs are released into vast oak forests, the very place that shapes the rich flavor and unique marbling of jamon Iberico. Their main food is acorns, but since acorns grow high, 4 to 6 meters above ground, how could pigs ever reach them? Farmers use long sticks to knock them down, creating a rain of acorns that the herd eagerly devours. As they forage, the pigs are constantly moving, turning each meal into daily exercise that builds strong muscles and beautifully marbled fat, the hallmark of world-famous jamon. After 14 to 18 months, when they reach the perfect condition, the pigs are brought to the processing house. There, every step is carried out swiftly yet precisely. The hind legs are reserved for jamon, while the other cuts are carefully deboned, sorted, and crafted into chorizo and cured meats, Spain's celebrated culinary treasures. To make Iberico chorizo, the process begins by finely grinding the meat with powerful machines. It's then mixed with salt, paprika, garlic, and other traditional spices, before being blended with Iberico pork fat until smooth, elastic, and perfectly bound, a step that can take 1 to 2 hours. Once ready, the mixture is stuffed into cleaned casings by automatic machines, forming neat, uniform sausages. Each link is hung in cool chambers, fermented and air-dried at 54 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit for several weeks. During this time, the meat firms up, develops its signature aroma, and locks in that rich, savory flavor. The finished chorizo is then packaged and sold, each stick fetching around $20. At the jamon iberico stage, each pig leg is placed on the conveyor. Skilled workers carefully trim away excess skin and fat with sharp knives, shaping the cut and ensuring the salt can penetrate evenly, before attaching a barcode to track the entire process. When the salting process begins, each ham is covered in pure sea salt. Some producers rely on automatic machines, while others still use the traditional method of hand rubbing to ensure the salt clings to every vein and fiber. This step lays the foundation for jamon's deep, balanced flavor. Next, the hams pass through a rolling press where twin conveyors and rollers apply gentle pressure, helping the salt penetrate and shape the meat. They are then moved into a cold room kept at 34 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit, where more salt is added to both preserve and develop flavor. This stage lasts 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the weight of each ham. After salting, the hams are carefully cleaned, hung on a conveyor, brushed with soft rollers to remove excess salt, rinsed in cold water, then pressed into sturdy plastic molds to shape them and evenly distribute fat and lean. Next comes the drying stage, a crucial step that defines both flavor and texture. For the first 90 days, the hams are kept at around 37 degrees Fahrenheit with high humidity, allowing the meat to dry slowly. This forms a natural outer crust while the inside stays moist and gradually develops its rich umami taste. After that, the hams are moved to upper floors where fresh air circulates, and windows are opened at intervals to let in sun and wind, completing the drying process. Once finished, artisans coat them with a thin layer of refined pork fat or olive oil to lock in moisture and prevent cracking, allowing the ham to keep maturing with deep aromas, firm texture, and a tender, sweet bite. In the long aging stage, the hams are moved into cellars where conditions are carefully controlled. Here, natural fermentation takes place over 2 to 3 years. The temperature gradually rises to about 77 degrees Fahrenheit, while moisture slowly evaporates, each ham losing nearly a kilogram. During this time, natural enzymes break down proteins and fats, creating aromatic compounds that give jamon its irresistible flavor. Even the white or green mold that forms on the surface is harmless. It helps regulate humidity and enrich the ham's character. Professional tasters use traditional tools such as horsebone probes to assess aroma and texture, ensuring that only the highest quality hams are certified. Once the hams meet the standard, they move into the final stage of preparation. Craftsmen brand each one with a traditional hot iron mark, proof not only of origin and quality, but also of years of patience and skilled craftsmanship. Next, every ham is carefully labeled with its type, vintage, region, and certification. Finally, it's wrapped in classic wax paper or vacuum seal to preserve its flavor and texture, ensuring it reaches customers in perfect condition. On the table, jamon iberico is arranged in delicate patterns, often garnished with a sprig of rosemary or a few olives, a refined appetizer that carries the entire journey, from black pigs roaming oak forests to thin, irresistible slices on the plate. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to catch more fascinating stories ahead.